Gue mau lihat kartu banyak aja. Tapi gue butuh kartu buat bantu nyari kartu lo. Oke. Gue butuh kartu King Diamond. King Diamond. Kenapa King Diamond? Karena King Diamond kayak tangan. Jangan ambil kartu lo. Oke. Di mana ada ini kan. Jadi King Diamond akan bantu gue buat nyari kartu lo. Oke. Ini kan King Diamond punya dua tangan. Ya kan? Jangan nyari kartu. Pegang. Oke. Sekarang lu bilang stop. Stop. Ya. Gua taruh sini ya. Sekarang gua mau dulu ke kartu ini. Nemuin kartu dulu. Pas gua beginiin, masukin ke dalam. Oke. Ambil jalan berarti. Oke. Halfway aja. Oh, yakin di sini. Yakin. Keren sini. Kalau kartunya berubah kan keren deh kartu lo, benar nggak? Benar. Tapi nggak mungkin. Mungkin. Ya, kan gue bilang bukan merubah kartu lo, tapi kingnya akan ngebantu nyari kartu lo. Kartu lo apa? 7 hati. Pegang, pelan-pelan, tarik. Iya nih. Mana? Tujuh hati kan? Itu bukan stiker, bukan tempelan. Coba cek. Alright, so I want to show you a card trick. But before, I need to find one card, specific card, which is the King of Diamonds. The King of Diamonds is gonna help me find your card. Not changing into your card, but find your cards. Okay? So the King gonna help me find your cards. The King have two hands, two empty hands. The King later will catch your card. Now I want you to just hold the King for me. Now, Tasha, I want you to just say stop anywhere you want.
Stop.
Stop right there. Remember the cards.
Yes.
Let me show you to camera. Okay. I'm gonna lose the card somewhere in the middle of the deck. Next, I want you to put the King somewhere in the middle, but halfway, not all the way through. Halfway. Right there?
Yes.
Great. Now here's the thing. If the card change into your card, it's gonna be great, but that's not a trick. Like I told you before, the King will help me find your cards. What's your cards?
7 of hearts.
7 of hearts. Great. Now watch closely. I want you to just hold the King. I'm going to ask you to just remove the King slowly. Now you see the King is grab on your selected card. 7
of hearts.
7 of hearts. Hi guys, welcome back into another video on my YouTube channel. Today we're going to learn a routine, utilize a gimmick from this Deckade Playing cards. Deckade Playing card is one of my playing card release last year in 2020. This is a card that celebrates my 10 years as a playing card designer. I plan to release this tutorial last year, but because I'm busy with other projects, I decided to postpone the release of this tutorial. But today, I'm going to teach you the routine, utilize the gimmick from this deck. If you don't have this playing card, by the end of this video, I'm going to share with you a similar routine with the same revelation, but with my other playing cards, such as the Svengali playing card. So without further ado, let's learn how to do it. So before we start the trick, there is a little setup that you need to do. The setup is quite simple, basically. So as you know, when you open the deck, now you have 2 King of Diamond. The first King of Diamond is the standard King of Diamond. The second King of Diamond, if you look closely, there is a 7 of hearts on the other side of the king of diamonds. So the first king hold nothing, and the other king now hold the 7 of diamonds. Sorry, the 7 of hearts. You also need the 7 of hearts as your force card. Now the setup is quite simple. You're going to take the normal king of diamond, you're going to put it on top, following with the force card, the 7 of hearts, and you're going to put the duplicate king with the 7 somewhere in the middle, and the 7 is towards you. Now the tricks start. You're going to introduce a deck of cards, a normal deck of cards. You can, shuffle the card, maintaining the 2 cards on top. You can do riffle shuffle or overhand shuffle, but maintaining the top cards. Next, you're going to tell them that you need a card, a specific card, to help me find the spectator selected cards. You're going to find the king of diamonds. When you find the king of diamonds, you're going to out-jog the king halfway, because you're going to hide the revelation on the other side. You're going to tell them that you need this king of diamond for this trick. You're going to rotate the deck face down, take the king, put it on top. Next, you're going to perform triple leaf. If you don't familiar with double leaf or triple leaf, you can learn it somewhere, but I'm going to share. This is a very basic move that you can do in case you don't know what is triple leaf. When you put the king back on top, now there is a misdirection requires for this trick. You're going to tell them that why we need the king of diamond, why we need this king, because the king have 2 hands, that later on the king is going to find your selection. While you tell them about this story, about the reason why you need the king, secretly you're going to count 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to square and maintaining your pinky. From there, after you tell the reason why you need the king, you're going to tell them that the king have these 2 hands, and one of the hands will catch your cards. Because you previously you already have this setup, the 3 card break. Now it's easy for you to take this 3 cards, and it looks like you're just flipping a single card. Now from here, what you're going to do, you're going to flip this 3 card face down. You're going to sort of like out-jog the card and clip it with your thumb and your index fingers. This gesture is very good because when you rotate your hand, now your index is covering the what I call it the revelation, the 7. So when you rotate your hand, you show the spectators one more time, one more glimpse of the king, and then you're going to hand this card to the spectators, and the spectators can hold the cards. Some spectators sometimes do this in case they feel suspicious, in case they think that you just changed the card. If they do this, it's totally fine because they're still holding the king. I'm going to put it on the table. Now next, you're going to force the 7. You can use whatever force that you like. For this explanation, I'm going to teach you the riffle force. How to do riffle force. You're going to swing cut the deck, and then you're going to put the other half on top, maintaining a pinky break. Next, you're going to riffle the corner of the deck. When the spectator says stop, you're going to lift exactly where the bricks are. So when they say stop, no matter where they say stop, you're going to lift exactly where you have the brick. So spectator says stop, they say stop right here, you're going to lift the brick. Next, you're going to slide the card to the side. You're going to show them the 7 of hearts, the 4th card. You can see it, or you can, bring your head to the other side, pretending not to see the cards, but you already know the card is 7 of hearts. Show them the cards, and then open as possible. You're going to lose the 7 in the middle of the deck. Next, you can shuffle if you want to, or you just leave it like this. You're going to ask them to put the card, the king, somewhere in the middle while you dribble the cards. When you dribble the cards, the spectators will put the card somewhere in the middle, but tell them don't put it all the way through, just put it halfway. When you dribble the card, they will put it somewhere in the middle, halfway, and then I'm going to tell them, are you sure you want to go in this area or you want to do it again? If they're sure, fine. Now next, this is the revelation is going to be. You're going to tell them, and at the same time you're going to rotate the cards. Tell them that it's going to be cool if the king change into your cards, right? It's going to be cool, but that's not the essence of this trick. The trick is not about the king changing into your cards, but I told you in the very beginning that the king will help me find your cards. Because the king have 2 hands. One of the hands will help me find your cards. Now, I'm going to ask the spectators to grab this area of the card, and I'm going to ask them to slowly do this, and now all the focus will be on the other hand. The spectators will see there is 1 card appear on the other king's hands, which is the 7 of hearts. It's no other than the spectator's cards. So that's basically the routine. Requires the gimmick from the 2020 playing cards. If you don't have this 2020 playing cards, I will share with you similar version with my Svengali playing cards. So let's learn the other version. Alright, so for those of you who don't have the 2020 playing card, you can use a similar card from my Svengali series. Here in the table I have the Svengali number 1, 2 and 3, and inside this deck we have a similar cards, the King of Diamond holding a selected cards. On the Svengali number 1 we have the King of Diamond holding the 2 of spades on both hands. Svengali number 2 we have the King of Diamond holding the 7 of hearts on both hands. Now on this Svengali number 3 we have the King of Diamond holding different card, the 3 of clubs and the 7 of hearts. This card you can utilize it and using it similar routine that I show you on the beginning of the videos, but you might want to modify how you refill the card, how you introduce the card, and how you force the card. If you decide to use the Svengali playing cards, you might want to think about introduce the king. Instead of showing that the king have the empty hand, you might want to, just briefly show the king and hand it to your spectators, and then later on you can force the card and reveal that the king just capture your selection. which is the 2. For the Svengali number 3, you can force 2 cards instead of 1, because on this King of Diamond, the king holding 2 cards, the 3 and the 7. So you can perform it to 2 audience. The first audience, the second audience select 2 cards, and then later on the king will find their selection. So you can use the same cards from my Svengali series and perform similar routine, and you still can create the same result. So that's it, I guess, for this video. I really hope that you enjoy, and I cannot wait for you to perform. And if you ever post it online, feel free to tag me so I can see how they're performing. So until next time,